Hi class, welcome to English 111. This video is meant to be an orientation video for the course. Basically, I just want to show you some of the features that are available in our course. If you look at the homepage, of course, you will see the two textbooks that we will be using. If you click on one of them, it'll prompt you to save it as a PDF file so that you can have it in your computer and you can go ahead and refer to it. Over here we have the syllabus, so again, if you click on it, it will download to your computer and you can go ahead and have access to it. So I just wanted to point out some things about the syllabus fairly quickly. Here we have my office location, and I live in El Paso, so I am not in Las Cruces every single day. So my office hours do tend to vary from campus. So on Mondays, I am at the Gadsden Center. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I am at the Espina campus in my office -99B from 11 to 1. I do have a class at 1, so if you ever want to come and talk to me, please make sure that you don't come like at 12:50, unless you just have like a quick question. But if you want me to explain something or have a more lengthy conversation, just keep in mind that I have a class that starts at 1. Also, if these hours don't work for you, then please go ahead and email me and we can schedule something that works for the two of us. And like I said, I live in the El Paso area, so I have no problem meeting with you at Espina, Gadsden, or Sunland Park. Also, here is my email address, so you can email me at natalie@nmsu.edu, or you can go ahead and email me through Canvas, and I tend to reply pretty promptly. If I don't reply to you within 2 days, then I probably didn't get your email. Also, here we have my phone number. If you call my phone number to my office phone, please go ahead and leave a voicemail, because my caller ID does not give me the name of the person that called. It just gives me the number. So please go ahead and leave a voicemail. That way that voicemail can be emailed to me and I can go ahead and get back to you as soon as possible. Over here we have the links to the textbooks. And obviously you can go ahead and go over the syllabus on your own. I'm just pointing out certain things. Here we have the assignments. We have 3 essays, a common exit essay, and 10 writing exercises. To pass the course, you do want to make sure that you pass the common exit essay, which of course I'll provide more information later, and also a portfolio, and pass a documentation exam with a 70% or higher. So here I talk a little bit more about the assignments, and really what I want to point out here is that the assignments are each due on particular days. So for example, our essays will mostly be due on Sundays. Our writing exercises, we tend to have weekly writing exercises, and they are due on Sundays. And each week the topic will vary, and they're usually about a page long or so, so they are due on Sundays. The discussion questions, to get full credit, which is 10 points, we have 10 discussion questions at 10 points, which is 100 points. You want to make sure that you reply twice. Your first reply should be to the original post posted by me, and then your second reply should be to a classmate. And in order to ensure that there's enough posts to respond to, your first response is due by Wednesday, and then your second response is due by Fridays. So basically, you want to make sure that you respond to the original post by Wednesday, and you want to make sure you respond to a classmate by Friday. And it's very important that you do this, because sometimes people wait till the last minute to post both discussion posts, and if you do that continuously, it will affect your participation grade, because this is an online class, so participation is measured by how active you are during the week. Now, I'm not saying you have to post every single day, but as long as you post by Wednesday and Friday, you will get full credit for your participation points. Now, as far as the discussion posts, like I said, you have to post twice to get full credit, and you also want to make sure that you have a thoughtful and well-developed response to the original post and to a classmate. So if you just post something very short, then obviously, it's not well developed, so your grade might not be a full 10. Another thing to remember is that you are posting to a public forum that everybody can see, so please don't post anything offensive or anything like that, and make sure that you're using proper grammar and proper standard English so that we can all understand each other. The quizzes are typically due on Saturdays, and they will be timed, and they are about 35 minutes, and they consist of 5 or 10 questions. The quizzes are typically over modules or, a specific link or a specific page. I'll let you know what they are over, and before you take the quiz, it'll say this quiz is over the syllabus, this quiz is over the writing modules, please read this before, so that way you will know. As far as classroom management, just make sure that you are not stalking anyone online, or you're not threatening anyone online, or you're not posting anything that's offensive or racist or anything like that. It is an academic setting even though it's online, so make sure that you are respectful of each other at all times. As far as late work, I don't accept late work. Everything is due by the time that it is stated on the Canvas and syllabus, and the only way I'll accept late work is if there was some sort of emergency. Then I will go ahead and accept late work. But please keep in mind that technology problems like not having Wi-Fi and things like that, those are not really considered an excuse, because these assignments are up way ahead of time. So you should plan accordingly, which means that don't wait till 11:58 to submit something and then you realize your Wi-Fi is not working. Try to do everything or try to submit things like 1 or 2 hours ahead of time. That way if you can't submit it, you can go ahead and figure out other options, like going to a restaurant and getting the free Wi-Fi, or going to a computer lab at one of our campuses to use the computers. The Common Exit essay is an essay that that the department gives every single English 111 student, and the topic will be given out by the English department. This is assigned in April, so in April I will go ahead and give you more instructions, but what you do want to know is that you cannot pass the class without passing the Common Exit essay. So you will have 2 opportunities to pass the essay. The first time, nobody can help you. The second time, I can help you, tutors can help you. So I'll provide more instructions on that when the time comes. I already mentioned that another requirement is to pass the documentation exam with a 70 or higher. And then here we have important dates, and then when you look at the schedule, I highlighted what you should be reading and the quizzes that we have. So every week I have what is due. So for example, for week 3, we have a writing exercise due, and we have discussion 2 due. Discussion 2, we're actually starting it next week, and it's going to go on for 2 weeks. So obviously for this one, you'll have a little bit more time, and it won't adhere to the regular schedule of Wednesday and Friday, but I think that's the only discussion that we have going on for 2 weeks, just because it's at the beginning of the semester, and also because, it deals with brainstorming topics for your essay, so that takes a little bit of so that takes a while for people to figure out what they want to write about. And also this discussion, this one is not due on Fridays because it's our first discussion. This one is due on Sundays. So if you have any questions about the syllabus, please let me know. There is a syllabus quiz that is closing this Sunday also, because again, like I said, it's a short week. So if you have any questions about the syllabus, please let me know. Now we are going to look at the features of Canvas. One of the things that you want to do is you want to check the announcements every week. Every week on Monday, I will post an announcement and I will let you know what's going on that week. Now, obviously, I will just remind you of what's due. Everything is listed on the syllabus, but I like to remind you, and sometimes I like to provide more information. So for example, I already submitted this. I already posted this announcement, and it lets you know about the syllabus, and it lets you know about the 2 assignments that we have due this week. And I also let you know that I will be posting a video that's coming up soon. So please make sure that you check the announcements every week. If you have the Canvas app on your phone, it will notify you whenever there's a new announcement. But if you just check Canvas on the computer, it doesn't notify you. So please go ahead and check announcements every week. That's how we communicate. When you go to the assignments, that's where you will find the assignments that are available. Now, if you want to go ahead and look at the assignments that are due for that week, I went ahead and I switched to student view. That way you could see what the assignments look like. So if you want to see what assignments are due for that week, it will go ahead and tell you. So this is what it looks like for you. It tells you about upcoming assignments. Now obviously there's a lot of them, but you know, if you look at the announcements, I kind of narrowed them down for you, but it lets you know about all the assignments. And most of them are open, just in case if you want to look at them and see what they are about. However, I do caution you that sometimes I might tweak a thing here or there. So if you're trying to get ahead, just make sure that you don't get too ahead, because I might make minor changes here and there. So here we have our assignments, and to submit an assignment, for example, the quiz, well, the quiz, you just go ahead and you click on take the quiz. But for other assignments, like let's see, we click on assignment number 1. We click on that. We have the instructions. Here we have a PDF. Because it's a PDF, if you cannot edit a PDF, then obviously type the questions on a Word file. And when you're ready to submit the assignment, you click on Submit Assignment, and then you choose your file. And let's say I want to submit this. It's already attached, so then I just click on Submit Assignment, and it will submit my file. Something else that I want to show you are the discussions. So whenever you click on the discussions, you will go ahead and see all of them, but you want to make sure that you are responding to the discussion post for that week. So here we have the discussion post, and as you can see, we can read everyone's. I do suggest that you subscribe to it just so it notifies you of when it goes live or when new people respond. You know, just so you know that people are responding and that maybe you should post or respond to somebody. So make sure you subscribe to it. And then, like I said, here you have everybody's response. And as you can see, there I am. And if you want to reply to somebody, you just click on reply. And then you start typing. For this one, you can also upload like links, like YouTube links and things like that. There is one discussion, the discussion over fallacies, where I ask you to post a link or a YouTube video, so that'll come in handy there. Once you're done typing, you will just go ahead and click on post reply, and your post will be submitted. So that's the discussion features. Obviously here we have grades, which I can't show you because it'll show everybody's grades. The other thing you want to look at are modules. I organized the class by modules, so it's easier to find things this way as opposed to finding them through the files section. So if you click on here, I have the writing tools module, and then I have the rhetorical devices module, and then I have APA, and then I have a module for each essay. And each module contains more information. And then we have the writing exercises, which I am still tweaking this a little bit. And then we have the portfolio. So please, I suggest that if you're trying to find files or anything like that, use the modules, because that's how I organize them. So like, for example, if you want to look at the instructions for the argumentative essay, then just go ahead and click here. If you want to submit your essay, then just go ahead and click here at the very end, and it shows you the assignment and it shows you the rubric that I'm using to grade. One thing that I did want to point out as well, since we're talking about essays, is if you look at the very top, I have a summary of tutoring session. If you go to tutoring at one of the ARCs and you take the classic argument, the proposal, or the visual analysis, if you take one of those essays to a tutor, after your tutoring session, you can go ahead and fill this out and submit it with your essay, and you get 5 points extra credit for attending a tutoring session. So basically, like, let's say your proposal essay is an 85. If you went to tutoring and if you fill this out, you get 5 points extra credit. So, you know, that's an option. They are discussing online tutoring, so if you would like to be added to the online tutoring list, please let me know and I can add your name. That way you have access to online tutoring through the Academic Readiness Center, which is known as the ARC. So please let me know if you have any questions. I think I went ahead and I covered everything, but like I said, if you have any questions, then go ahead and let me know. Also, if you look on the side, it'll remind you of assignments that are due for that week. So that's also something that's good to keep an eye out, because it'll remind you of all the assignments that are due. So I look forward to working with all of you. Like I said, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. I forgot to mention, there's a general help and questions forum. So if you have a general question that you think might apply to the entire class, go ahead and post it here so that I can reply and so that everybody can see it. So I look forward to working with